Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I am back with you today for another week in my classic size happy planner. There is a look at last week with a whole bunch of different shades of blue using the Happy Planner stickers. I loved how it turned out. Now this week I'm going to be using the Scraptastic Club December Plan on It kit stickers, and I had gone into this week thinking that I was going to stick with yellow. It wasn't going to be different shades of yellow like last week. I wanted to just work with yellow. I've been really crushing on yellow a lot lately. I don't know why. And I thought, how fun would it be to just make a cheerful yellow week in January? Well, I also decided to add a little bit of gray. So the end result for this week is fantastic. I'm absolutely positively in love with it. And I think these last couple of weeks is really going to have changed maybe how I plan just a tiny bit. As you can see, I pulled out that square box and I layered on top of it a little decorative strip. And then on top of that, I'm placing the little small planner. Now, what's so fun about this tone-on-tone design is that I love how it turned out. It's super cute. It's really pretty simple because you could replace that little decorative sticker strip with washi or a different little something you have left over or something like that. The sky is the limit, really. Now, I think I talked to you a little bit last week about how I wanted to kind of change up a little bit where I'm placing some of my elements since I do tend to repeat them and I don't love that. So I've decided to make my to-do list in the center box in some of these days where I have evening events. So I took that stamp from Scraptastic Club and used my gray VersaFine ink and stamped to do, and then now I'm going to stamp my to-do list. Now I have had a lot of things going on and I know that Monday will also be very busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-ink a couple of those boxes, just the top two, and then stamp those additionally to make the to-do list a little bit longer. For the end of the previous week, I was running over my lists, which hasn't been the norm recently, but I knew that there were some things that I was going to want to add. Now, I'm also trying to keep in mind to incorporate the stamping with the stickers because I really do find myself the happiest when I use both. So that's something that I'm being mindful as well. I've taken that little banner flag and stuck it on its side and then layered the partial hexagon with it. Well, it turns out that I actually don't like the way that looks at all. Like I'm totally not happy with it and I'm sitting there looking at it thinking, what should I do now because I don't like this. So ultimately I decided to remove it because it is something I'm going to look at a lot and it's really not just like, it could be better. It's like, yeah, no, totally don't like it. So I removed the banner, add another hexagon, and then I'm going to pull out my labels, and I don't use a whole lot of the larger size labels, but I decide to go ahead and layer it with the hexagons, thinking that maybe it will work. Now this isn't my favorite design ever, but I'm totally okay with it, and I think that it will be something that I will probably work with going forward. Now a lot of the things that I end up adding to my planner pages are things that come from different websites or texts or things like that. So I always keep my phone handy when planning. So for example, my son's basketball schedule, it's all on a website, and so I don't remember any of that stuff. I make it a point to not remember it because it's not important. I can always refer to that website. I'm using the quarter box and then adding right on top of it the little wristwatch just to notate the event. I love pairing some of these things together. I think they end up really super cute and it's really not taking a whole lot away when I'm just adding a simple little icon as well. Now, one of the things that I'm doing a little bit differently this week since I'm focusing heavily on yellow is I'm using all yellow meal planning stickers across the bottom. And normally I definitely always change that up. I don't usually have a solid strip across the bottom. But this week I figured it was okay to do so. And really, in the end, I do love the way that this turned out. For Late Start this week, I added just simply the little car icon and wrote Late Start underneath, and it feels a little bit weird, honestly, to not have the school bus or the pencil, and I could have used either one because they're both yellow, but I think the car icon works just fine and ends up really pretty cute. So for Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm back to my to-do lists at the bottom of the page, and quite frankly, I'm a little bit annoyed with myself for not being able to switch that up. But like I said, I was going to do it when it worked. So when I have an evening activity, so like after 5 o'clock, then I would put those down in the bottom box. So because I don't have that for Tuesday or Wednesday, the to-do list must stay in the bottom box. It's really okay. I'm just teasing. It's being silly with myself. I took that box sticker, the scripty box today, and then added the little label stickers on top of it in a staggered way from each other and then added the event. I could have absolutely just written on the sticker. It was not necessary to put the little labels, but I thought it would just add a little bit of fun and a little bit of whimsy. So for the Tuesday header for the to-do list, I just used a couple stickers, but Wednesday I changed it up and went back to stamping so that we could have a decent little balance of stickers and stamps. Now I've moved on to the second part of the week, and as you can see, I always pull my pages out from the planner. It's so much easier to work this way. Not only are the discs not in the way, but then also any bulk from the underneath of the planner is not there. And this is especially important when stamping because you really do need a good solid surface underneath. Now I'm continuing the trend of using the boxes and then in the upper left-hand corner a little icon sticker. It's just so fun, and it's really one of my favorite ways to make something that could theoretically be fairly ordinary a little bit more interesting, even though I'm not going to lie to you, those glittery quarter boxes, how could those even be thought of as boring? I'm adding another box sticker right there, but this time I have chosen to ignore sort of the format and put it outside of the lines just to stagger them a little bit and change it up. You know that I like to keep things interesting. I like to keep my eye moving across the page so as to not miss anything on the layout. Thursday's a really busy day for me, so I'm making sure that I can fit all of my activities and events and appointments, even though that could be very difficult to do because there are so many different things going on. So I'm choosing stickers that will match together, but then also for here, for example, I wanted to add the other one because there's so many great ones with the lines, so I just flip-flopped it. Stars, it doesn't matter which way is up or down, and so I turned it upside down and put the icons on the right-hand side as well. Now it definitely adds that teeny tiniest little bit of pink on there, but that's okay. It's really not that big of a deal, and I can absolutely overlook that. Now I'm going to pull out some more of the stamps, and I wanted to vary it a little bit. So I'm going to use this older set from Big Picture classes and stamp it with the VersaFine Gray ink. Now this VersaFine Gray ink pad is significantly different to me. I don't know if it's just because it's a little bit not quite as juicy as my black ink pads. I'm not sure what the difference is. It doesn't give me quite the same coverage the black or the red or the blue does, but it's okay. It still looks okay. And what I like about it is that it gives that definite gray look. It doesn't look like it's black or anything like that. Now I'm going to also stamp the lines for my to-do list as well. And what I love about this is that on a really super busy day like this day with a lot of stickers, the stamping adds that more simple balance. And I really do love the stickers and the stamps right next to each other on the particular layout. Now, what's great for a Thursday like this, which is super busy, on a Friday like the right next to it, there aren't as many things going on. So I'm able to just have a little bit of balance, if I didn't already say that 100 times, something just a little bit more white space, a little bit more room to breathe, and just a simple event and my to-do list. I find that one of the things that I really enjoy about changing things up from day to day is not only that I like the white space that it provides or that it keeps my eye moving around the page, but it also gives me permission to use different things that maybe I haven't used before or things that I haven't used in a while. And I think that you can a, not step out of your box very often and try new things, or B, you forget so easily. And so this gives you permission to change things up when you're constantly revamping the style from day to day. It also just gives me a lot of creative pleasure. Like I really feel like I'm really stretching myself and really enjoying myself as well. So now I've moved on to Saturday and I'm adding that full box sticker, and then I'm going to also layer right on top of it a little label. And like I said already, I don't use a whole lot of the larger labels. The size of them for my planner is a little bit big. Now, if I trimmed them up, it would definitely be usable, but I don't usually do that, so sticking with the smaller ones works best for me. So now for an event on Sunday evening, I'm going to use the cute little flag, layer on top of it a clip, and then write my activity right next to it. And then for Saturday, I've left that one blank because I'm not sure of the time yet, but I know that it will exist and it will happen on that day. So leaving it blank because I already know about it makes it so much easier when I do find out the information. I don't have to go dig out the appropriate stickers and replan. So now that's the overall view of this particular week. I've added, what, one decorative sticker there, that cute little snowman, and he's got the teeny tiny little pops of pink again like I did on Thursday, but it's okay. Look at this. This is some of the new Sweet Stamp Shop washi tape, and I knew I really wanted to use the yellow. It was a fun color and it had the cute polka dots, and I thought it would match really well with the yellow stickers from the Plan On It kit. So I've pulled that one out, and I'm going to place just a little bit on Saturday and Sunday just to add a little bit of fun. I'm not trying to go crazy or anything like that or make it overwhelming, just adding the tiniest bit of decoration. And then I'm going to pull a silver and white washi tape out of my stash and pair it together. It gives that really sort of traditional with the dots and then the geometric with the silver pattern. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm just going to add a couple of cute little decorative stickers and I will be completely finished. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the box below and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much and make it a great day.